So it's important to me not just to whine, to just talk about what hurts. It's important to me on this site to talk about how you endure. And I'm not the master of this. It every day hurts. Every day is hard. Like I say, feel like I've lost my heroes. Not that I have lost my love for them. Furthest thing from it. But I feel like I don't know who's bowed down. I don't know who hasn't. I don't know who believes what. Usually the response of most Christians is silence. And they just are quiet about the cruelty of this current administration. And the evils that Donald Trump continues to put out there, or they do post it and they do share it frequently and echo his cruelties and celebrate it worse than anything. And these are people that I've served alongside, studied the word with, worshiped with, you name it. And it all breaks my heart. I never thought the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego not bowing down would resonate to the degree that it does. But, it's just like, who hasn't bowed down and who can I trust? Most of my life, even in ministry before the time of Donald Trump, I struggled with, who is on the balance of legalism and being judgmental and who understood grace and love and mercy and forgiveness and redemption. And it's why my favorite musical is Les Miserables, because it focuses so much on redemption and grace, and that's the heartbeat of my ministry, and the focus of my life is grace. I need his grace. So I say all that to say, I try to navigate, every day there's new blows of horrific news, horrible decisions that Donald Trump makes, illegal ones, unaccountable ones, unconstitutional decisions, so the news has us reeling over and over again. And I think I have to remind myself to keep the basics going. I need to stay in the Word. I need to remind myself of his promises. I have made playlists of worship songs. And I got to step back and be honest that that's sometimes hard because, there are music artists, and I'm not going to name their names, that have publicly endorsed Donald Trump, worship artists. And so now I listen to music and I have to sift through, well, have they bowed down to Donald Trump? Have they endorsed his cruelties? And I never thought that day or that issue would come to play. And so I have made old school worship lists, going back to the roots of my faith, so that I can just listen to what feels like the purity of the foundation of my faith and all that I believe and what drew me to Jesus in the first place. And I still have go-to people that love me and love the Lord and get grace. Those are the people I'm drawn to. Those are the people that I intentionally surround myself with. And when I need to, I would go to them and meet them for coffee or lunch. I encourage you to do that. I shared this once online, but I think it's important to remember that God doesn't change just because humans let us down, because humans are cruel, because humans hurt us. That doesn't mean that God is like that or that his promises change. He is faithful. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Even though humans let us down, God does not. His love never fails, and we can trust in his promises. So keep serving, keep praying, keep reading his word, and trusting the Lord.